we've got a fun day today, so I'm going to take you along. I'm in Sydney, I'm in Bondi Beach. Let's take you along. We've got podcasting, we've got networking, we've got meeting some cool people, hanging out, training. Stay tuned. It's going to be a fun little vlog. My problem is that I have jam-packed my car filled with so much stuff that I can't find anything. It's actually a bit of a struggle. I can't find anything. So we're kind of just making the most of what we've got. But that's okay. Alright, so we have just done the prep for Ollie's podcast, which is the guy I'm about to meet with, one of my best friends. Prepped for that. And then making sure the hard drives are clear because we're building our own set in the studio at Warner Music because he signed to Warner Music. Listening to some of his music to find some of the quotes and some parts from it, which is cool to be able to reference. At the depot, of course, and drinking coffee, getting cracked out. Absolutely love this place. It's probably one of the main parts about Bondi that I miss. Yeah, keep getting at it.
Sunshine beating on the good times, moonlight racing from the grave, string band playing more of that honky tonks, pretty young thing going dancing in the rain.
Sorry, she's waiting for a statue. Yeah, thank you, honey. Wait, so CJ, I didn't know CJ had a husband. I just speak to Greg. I fucking love Greg. I actually love him. I phoned him the other day and I'm like,
Were you pouring that for you? Or?
yeah, I'm serving you. Oh, we're not. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your husband just like, hi. Sit.
Oh.
Good girl.
Hey! Say hello to the vlog.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel.
Sarah's the best. Do you have chocolate? Let's zoom in on your teeth. So Sarah's the reason I come back to the depot.
Oh my god, look at my hair. Wait.
Honestly, it looks better than what you might see here.
Really?
Like
Are
once
these
you
cameras
actually,
good?
they're really good. Look who it is! Hey, brother! You are so big. Oh, it's good to see him.
Sydney boys.
Sydney boys.
Back. Well, every creative is living.
Yeah.
All musicians are musicians.
But like, I just look at like when he's on stage and like he's like.
Oh, when he's doing those
tweaking
fucking tweaking dances. Yeah.
So we've parked in the underground car park. I've got to set up all of my podcast equipment. So the thing that I've played Tetris with, filling my whole sedan with a whole podcast studio. Basically, we're filming at the Warner Music HQ in one of the studios, but they don't have podcast equipment there. It's not set up for that. So we've got to get the mics, the lighting, the cameras, the camera stands, the headphones, everything. And we've got to bring it all the way up. So I've got to figure out how to find it all in my car, A, because I've got my whole life in that thing. And then B, go carry it all the way up to the office, set it all up, pack it all down, fit it all back in the car. So it's a bit of a mission, but it'll be worthwhile. Let's go! Oh shit.
High heel lady spitting at the Nicky Jacks, businessman with a needle and a spoon, coyote chewing on a cigarette, pack of young boys going howling at the moon. Hey darling, sleeping on the blacktop. Hey darling, running through the trees, honey. Hey darling, leaving for the next town.
Alright, that took way too long, but we're finished now. We're happy with it, really happy. Let me show you. We've got all the accent lights, which is elite. And then we've put like all the background lights, obviously got all the setup, absolutely everything. All of the 4K cameras, all the microphones. That's what that set looks like. And then this one is my favorite. This is where Ollie will be sitting. Yeah, overall, pretty happy with what we did. Let's go get a little bite to eat, and then we'll get breathwork going, and then we'll record.
Okay. What about? What are you talking about? What did you talk about?
We haven't.
We've been setting up this
It's
whole time.
I know. It's
I know,
ridiculous. Do you reckon we grab some ice?
It's 11:15.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Have you done your Coldplay video?
I woke up and came here.
Wednesday.
Okay, let me.
Cheers, brother.
Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Drink Oxy Shred.
It's actually good, hey?
That's right.
It's so
Keep
good.
them on the ones on deck.
Yeah, I think we should. All right, let's go do a breath work and then film this podcast a couple hours later. Jesus. We'll turn the lights off. We're going to light.
Better get freaky.
Ollie has never done a breath work before. So we're going to do a 10-minute Wim Hof breath work. It's deep breathing. It's breath holds. It's all the good stuff. So let's get amongst it.
My holds are going to be horrible.
No, that'll be good. Oh my God. How was that, bro?
I feel like I'm on crack.
Oh,
That was epic.
I feel good. I feel. Oh, that just makes me so ready to have a nice deep chat. Let's go. All right, let's lock in. We made it, brother.
It's been a long time in the making.
It's been one of those things, man.
But it's interesting because we were talking this morning and it feels like it's been so long, but also you started the podcast 7 months ago. So it really it actually in the grand scheme of things it hasn't been long at all.
I think it's because it's been like my life, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
But also when you think about 7 months, think about when we were in lockdown together, we wouldn't spend like a few hours not together, let alone like 7 months.
Yeah.
So when we talk about coming on the
Yeah,
pod,
you're right.
Done, baby.
done, baby.
Podcast completed.
Let's go.
We've cut it.
We had to cut it short because we didn't realize, but they need this room back to how it was. We need it back to how it was. They're doing some promo in here, but great success. All right, we are driving across the bridge, run away to Curl. I'm just buzzed off the back of that interview. Look, it took so long to set up. And I was like, fuck, that was a mission. That was an absolute mission, but I was so happy with how it turned out. Looking at the footage, it looks amazing. I'm happy I've done it because now it excites me to have a really cool set. I want to have a really cool set because that was just awesome. I loved it. And having a place like that to film excites me a lot, right? And I didn't have that in my place in Melbourne. So I have all the equipment. I set everything up, $15,000 worth of stuff, set it all up in that room. But the room was so good, all the accents, the depth and the space. It was a big vibe. So I loved that, and it just kind of really excites me. So Ollie's a legend. He's one of my best friends, and we have shared some lows together and we've shared some highs together, and it was really cool to talk about that, reflect on the journey, and then also tie that into his come up being one of the biggest artists in Australia right now. It's really cool to see friends killing it. I'm literally going across the Sydney Harbour Bridge right now, and I'm going to Curl to see Frank Grief, who has Chew the Fat podcast. It's a really good reminder as well, just to have standards with things. And I don't know, when I look at that, I go, that is a special set. There's meaning around the actual conversation itself. You look at it, it sounds crisp, it looks crisp. It just makes everything so much better when you're watching it. The visual experience is so much better. And shooting in really high quality cinema 4K, just all the little touches just make it so good. So good. We've just got here. I was just speaking with the podcast guest I'm recording tomorrow, Eddie. She's awesome. She's a breathwork coach. And it was just, she's a really good energy, really good vibe. Frank, mate. Damn. He's done it right for himself. There he is. I'm good. I was waiting to see these cars. I watched the podcast with You got to come on the vlog too. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Good to see you.
I've vlogged ready with you. I like it.
Mate, he's like, come to my house, he says.
I'll get my license plate on there. They'll murder me.
No license plate. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man.
We're just with Frank and we're at his beautiful house. Mate, the view, we've just been chatting business, talking all things exciting stuff that you're working on. Eat with Purpose, you've just released this. I'm gonna let Frank tell a bit about the book.
Boom, let's do it. Okay, Eat with Purpose is born out of the idea. So I was a CEO of a company, had 400 team members, but 4 or 5 nights a week, I still cook dinner for my wife and for my son. And so I wanted to create a book whereby I can do something special, sell a product, but 100% of the revenue goes to Children's Cancer Institute. And it's really ideas from my time as a CEO. So what were the meals that I did? And so it's all around like high performance meals. So meals that you can cook quickly, have all the macronutrients, everything has a video, has your protein breakdown, all that good stuff, right? But delicious and fast. So everything has to be done within 30 minutes.
They look great.
Now, I'm frothing on this bad boy. It's objectively good. If you like a little bit of Mexican, there's a lot of good things in here. But most importantly, you're going to be supporting an epic cause. But I want to make sure it's beautiful. Chris?
And what's the goal?
The goal is to raise $1 million for children's cancer. The book is $99. You might be like, well, that's expensive, Frank. But also, don't be stingy. You're giving it to the children. So 100% of the revenue goes there. I paid for the cost of the book. I'm not recouping those because that was my part in this process.
And it looks amazing, coffee table style book. So go and check it out. We've just been spending some time and I've absolutely loved hanging out with Frank. So go buy the book, go listen to the podcast, go check out Chew the Fat. And yeah, just appreciate you, man, and keep crushing it. You're inspiring me with the view. I'll leave you guys with this as well.
Boom.
But boom, boom, boom. What does this look like? Looks like hard work and
paradise.
And paradise. But yeah, no, it's really cool. It's cool spending time with you, man. And
Awesome.
appreciate it, dude.
Good man.
Thank
Chris.
you.
Cheers.
You just see people like this that have worked their asses off in business, like extremely hard. But now they've got this exit, and so they've got this little bit of breathing room financially to be able to buy the nice things, the things they've always wanted, but then also make impact with things like the Chew with Purpose cookbook. That's so cool. That's revenue, not profit. So Frank's forked out all of the money to make the book and like produce all of the copies of the book. Like he's done it all himself, and every single penny that's transacted goes to charity. All right, so I'm back at the Airbnb. Before I go out for dinner, I just want to share a little lesson. It's been an interesting thing for me the last little bit. A big lesson from the trip to America that I was away for over a month was not living in a temporary mind. I really don't want to be living with the impression that the things that I'm doing are temporary. I'm not going to have them for life, because I think I don't show up the best way I possibly can if I live under that frame. Things like living in Melbourne, for an example, felt very temporary, and so I didn't show up the best with my relationships, with my business. I got distracted easier. I wasn't as aligned and focused. That realization is like, okay, if I don't see myself being here long term, I don't show up that way in the short term. And I think that's a really slippery slope. It's quite a negative place to be in, especially when you're supposed to be putting in the work now to get the results in 6 to 12 months time. I don't want to get 6 to 12 months time down the line, and because I'm not doing enough work now, I'm not in the best place then. And it was this really big realization of I need to stop living in a temporary way and show up properly. So that was a big lesson. And the second lesson was the consolidation of things, a realignment of sorts. I just believe I've gotten too distracted. Shiny object syndrome's a real thing. When you get presented all these opportunities every single day, you say no to most, but you still say yes to some. But because the quantity of opportunities are so high, you're still saying yes to too many. And then what happens is your focus gets distributed out as opposed to going all in on the one thing that actually matters. So then you don't get the outcomes that you want because you're kind of half-assing everything. That's what happened with my podcast. It was my focus, and then I got distracted, and I still was saying it was my focus, but I wasn't giving it all the energy that I was when it was my only focus. Now it's this realization through the travel, through speaking with other people, through getting back into this motion of trying to go all in and go over and above and beyond with sets like I did today, that makes me realize this is the thing I really want to be doing. I just need to say no to everything else that's not serving me and just hone in and know that when I do that now, the results will come in 6 to 12 months time. And it's that practice of delayed gratification. So a couple of lessons. I think they're really valuable for me. Hopefully they help you. Let's go and catch up with AB and Alex for some dinner. It's such a weird thing how I moved away from here in March this year. I moved away 7 months ago. It feels like a lifetime ago. Like, think about how much has happened in the last 7 months. Like, I launched my podcast literally in February and moved here in March. So like things have changed dramatically. I come back here and although it was only 7 months, I feel like a different person. Like, I struggle to resonate with the person that was here at the start of the year than the person I am now, which is just weird because it's not very long. But it's so cool. It's kind of nostalgic in a way. It's like a trip down memory lane, because I used to walk all these streets, used to go to the same cafes. I used to, even going to Freshwater today to see Frank, like, that's where when I first moved here, that's where I lived. Those exact streets, I walked them every day. And it wasn't that long ago, yeah, I feel so different. In a good way. It's always reflective when I come back to Bondi. I've been back here a few times since I've left. I love this place, I really do. It was a very pivotal moment in my life for me, ages 18 to 22. Crazy. We got the crew! AB, what's going on? We got AB and her boyfriend, Alex.
How you going?
At Bangkok Bites.
I can't believe we're at Bangkok Bites finally.
After how long?
Every time AB messages for food, it's just Bangkok Bites.
Yeah,
Bangkok
paid
Bites.
for it.
Yeah.
And you're allergic to nuts.
Mate, it's pretty brutal to eat Thai food allergic to nuts, but we trudged through it last
Dude, we
time.
didn't have to come here.
Oh, I really liked it last time, so I'm like, run the gauntlet.
When you get that, the
Just
calories.
either enjoy it or die. One of the two.
Yeah.
Thank you. No nuts, yeah? No nuts.
We've got
We got it. It's on record. What is that?
EpiPen.
Oh, you have an EpiPen. Yeah, good.
I shouldn't bring it in case, like, it's more fun that way. It's more risky.
No, that's stupid. That's silly. I wanted the fried rice in the thingo.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Yeah,
Cheers, our waters.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you too, man. Only heard good things, of course. It's 5:50 a.m. I've got a run club this morning. I'm running because I'm running late. I don't know how many times I can say running in one sentence, but I'm running down just to the beach to see the boys, my friend Sam. It's just a little run club today, nothing big. How's the view, guys? It's better over here though. The view's better over here. I saw you with your singlet. From afar standing up there and I just went, there's Sammy boy. Nice horizontal swings. I tell you what, it might be a harder run, but it's definitely a whole lot more scenic. How cool is this? That's a representation of where we're all heading. To the moon. Let's go.
Motivational rocket man.
Oh, there you go. I like that. How far? We did 10k today?
Yeah, 10k.
10k.
Bondi to Clovelly.
I'm back. It was good. Honestly, it is so much easier running in Sydney than in Melbourne because the views, it's hilly, but like the hills, you forget about them because of how good everything is. Whereas Melbourne is kind of like a trek. It's actually really miserable running there. Whereas this was, as you guys saw, so good. Runner's high is definitely enhanced when in Bondi. Feeling very good.
Take heed when things get hard and don't you ever turn around. You'll find someone someday, somewhere that'll grow you to the clouds.
I'm literally living my dream day. My absolute dream day. It's get up, watch sunrise, go for a run, have coffee, connection with friends, go and train at the gym. After that, I'm gonna eat some food, and then I'm gonna prep for the podcast conversation that I'm having a little bit later today with an awesome girl, Eddie. And so I'm going to prep for that, and then we'll go and do some breath work, then have the podcast, and then I'll meet up with some friends, have some dinner, like go for a walk. It's a dream day. Look, some days are a lot more busier work-wise, where I've really got to tone in and do more editing and a few different things. Respond to emails, work with the brands, and there's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes. But a day like today, it's not actually a whole lot on the cards, which is great. Well, like a lot happening, but like not like work. But I think all of these things kind of encompass work for me. Like it doesn't actually matter that it's not like at a laptop or, you know, it's in the weeds doing something. Like work can be defined in so many different ways. Work doesn't have to be this mundane task that you don't want to do. Shoulder press happening. Let's get it. 60 kilos on the bar. Lovely stuff. My turn. My turn.
That's actually kind of movements that I need to learn how to do. Because I always go like, you need to open your shoulders more. You need to start working with dumbbells and work on that range, that lighter range of movement, and then working on your shoulders when you do pulling movements. So vertical pull. It's what you want to learn in the gym. You need that community.
Hey, I've got a camera filming it. You're right if you just hop on that. I'm good.
And out. That one. I'll take you tomorrow.
Take off? Yeah, text me later on. Yeah. Hello! You're coming on the vlog. We got Eddie, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I obviously went completely the wrong way.
You look good. All groovy and all the rest. This is Eddie, everyone.
Hi.
We're filming a podcast today.
We are.
I was supposed to film all the other stuff that I was doing just before this, but I didn't.
Oh.
I was just working and swimming and walking around and getting sun and yeah, you saw that.
I saw
drinking
that.
Oxy Shred, all
Drinking
that
Oxy
good stuff.
Shred.
You excited?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yay, thanks for having me.
And we're going to do a breath work. This is us, and then that's our breath work room over there.
Oh, perfect.
This is our little...
So cool.
I'm happy. This set's great. I'm pumped. At least they look good.
At least they look good, but they're so shit.
Oh my God. That was great.
How good is it with
Eddie,
the tech
that
mode?
was great.
I know. It just... Like I feel like there's now oxygen through my entire body, not just my
I think
breath.
there is. Like when we were finishing there, I'm like, my whole legs are just tingling.
It's so good. The tingles are the best bit, don't you think?
You know what's even better? It's just like a deep conversation off the back of that.
Yeah.
That was an absolute vibe. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Oh, hearing about her childhood and how hectic it was and how much of it like a naughty girl she was, and the fact that she was in a rehab center at 14 and now who she is. There's just this awesome story. She's powerful, she's calm, very, very cool. I'm inspired. So we're going to Randwick to do a sauna, have a little wind down session, then we'll make our way back to Bondi. So I'm just filming you on my little camera because why not?
I'm not telling you again.
It's Erin though. It's Erin.
Yeah.
Not Ellen, Erin. We're with Erin, not Ellen. I'm gonna stop saying the names. We were with the two amazing girls here at Helix House, home of the wellness, and we're going to have a sauna.
Yep.
Aren't we? Yeah.
Yep. So I'll tell you a little bit about the space.
This is well deserved. It's been a busy few days and